Էնա, ընդեղոք մտելա, խալին սակել,
The images you are seeing on the screen illustrate the daily struggles of ordinary peaceful civilians, villagers, living along the Armenia-Azerbaijan state border, some a mere 100 meters away from Azerbaijani military posts. This is a special report on the Karabakh conflict. This past week, deadly clashes between Azerbaijani and Armenian defense forces on the Karabakh-Azerbaijan Line of Contact and along the Armenian-Azerbaijani state border have intensified, resulting in unprecedented material and human losses. This is the worst flare-up of tensions since the 1994 ceasefire agreement was signed. The Karabakh conflict has a long and complex history. In 1988, as the first signs of the disintegration of the Soviet Union reverberated around the world, the Nagorno-Karabakh Autonomous Oblast, a historically Armenian territory and an autonomous region within the Socialist Republic of Azerbaijan, petitioned Moscow asking to be reunited with Armenia. This legal and peaceful call for self-determination set into motion a series of events that led to Azerbaijani attacks, pogroms, provocations, and military aggression, ultimately resulting in a bloody war that lasted until the Russian-brokered ceasefire in 1994. The 20 years of the self-maintained ceasefire has been witness to sporadic clashes and tensions along the entire length of the line of contact. Ceasefire regime violations have been recorded over the past 2 decades, but this recent upsurge of clashes instigated by the Azerbaijani side seem to indicate that they are motivated to destabilize the tenuous situation on the ground. This week has also seen a marked increase of Azerbaijani sniper fire aimed at peaceful Armenian villagers along the Armenia-Azerbaijan state border in the Davush region of northeastern Armenia. These villagers not only have to protect life and limb, but can no longer attend to their orchards and fields, which are in the direct line of Azerbaijani fire. The villages of Nerkingar Merakhbur, Aykebar, Baganis, Movses, and others came under heavy shelling. One of the hardest hit villages in the Davush Mars is the village of Chinari. The village mayor of Chinari had appealed to the International Committee of the Red Cross to assist villagers harvesting their fields. On July 26, as the ICRC was in Chinari village, Azerbaijani fire forced them to retreat and compelled the delegation of the ICRC to suspend its work there. In a statement issued by the organization, it said, quote, "In accordance with its mandate to assist civilians adversely affected by armed conflict, the ICRC had agreed to a request made by Chinari village to be present as harvesters worked in fields situated on the international border between Armenia and Azerbaijan. No one was injured at the time of the shooting, but an ICRC vehicle sustained minor damage. Prior to the incident, villagers had been able to harvest 4 hectares in safety with the ICRC being present." The statement went on to say that the ICRC remains committed to work on behalf of civilians living close to the international border and will continue to carry out other assistance activities in the border area. On August 3, the Karabakh Defense Ministry issued a statement about the escalation of tensions and provided a list of Azerbaijani incursion attempts across the line of contact. From July 28 to August 3, Azerbaijani armed forces attempted more than 5 incursions along the line of contact. Armenian frontier units of the Karabakh Defense Army were able to repel these attacks and push back the Azerbaijanis from their starting positions. According to the ministry, 25 Azerbaijani soldiers were killed with another 30 wounded. Armenian armed forces lost 5 soldiers and had 7 wounded in the same time period. In an interview on August 3, Karabakh Defense Minister Movses Hagopian spoke about the recent escalation of tensions. He said Azerbaijani military tactics, which included infiltration and reconnaissance attempts through the line of contact, are an attempt to destabilize the situation on the front lines, and that the Armenian military's response to those was adequate and meant to illustrate to Azerbaijan that their policy will only result once again in their defeat. Also on August 3, Prime Minister Hovik Abrahamyan and Defense Minister of Armenia Seyran Ohanyan made a surprise visit to military posts of the Armenian armed forces stationed in the Davush Mars. They met with community members and military personnel and also attended the funeral service of one of the killed Armenian soldiers, Zorik Kevorkian. International news agencies including the BBC, Al Jazeera, The Guardian, and others covered this recent flare-up of tensions, and the Russian Foreign Ministry, the United States State Department, the OSCE, and the EU all issued statements voicing deep concern about the instability on the ground. The presidents of Armenia and Azerbaijan are scheduled to meet in Sochi, Russia on August 8 and 9 in their next round of talks to find what many hope will be a peaceful solution to the Karabakh conflict. We invite you to follow CivilNet to get the most up-to-date information about the situation at the border. Our crew is currently in the Davush region preparing reports. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter or by visiting our website www.civilnet.am. Thank you for watching CivilNet.